Well, after a bit of a road trip to go and see a new friend, Mark, down in Oklahoma, very kindly arranged to meet me in Billings, Montana. We now basically have the next 962 project. I say, unfortunately, the first one was sold on. That was a customer car, so readily the customer was made an offer he couldn't refuse, so he didn't refuse it. So it's kind of sad that I didn't get to finish that one off, but realistically the original plan was to build a rolling car that would then go to paint, and pretty much that's what it ended up being. So we did get to at least develop everything to that point and got it running and starting, minus the engine loom, sorry, the body loom, which was going to be probably the next thing after the paneling. But either around, a good experience. It has led to this car being picked up. Technically, though, this car is actually mine. So all the panels you see here now aren't going to disappear until basically I'm finished with the tooling this time, which is the only thing that was really the real big thing that I didn't get a chance to take the mold tooling from it. Unfortunately, we're still in the crappy, horrible, yes, covered in naff stuff workshop stroke garage that came with the house. Take a quick little tour. As you may or may not have noticed, Canada's winter's come early. It bloody left late last year, just to really pee me off. All this stuff here is my siding, much to my annoyance. It's a trailer, good old girl on the old farm truck. Got me all the way down Billings and back, so I was quite happy with that. The only downside is the fact that it's snowing and I haven't got a watertight building yet. Leave her around to the back, and there she goes. Unfortunately, she's still unskinned, would be the word. I did have a minor issue discussion with our building inspector, but we won't go too much into that. Around now we have a roof spec that actually is 2 foot on centre trusses, not to the original 4 foot per the plans. So my $5,000 roof became a $10,000 roof. But I do have basically now a snow loading or a weight loading on the roof, double what it was prior to the original drawing. So now basically we have a snow loading that exceeds industrial. Yeah, okay, whatever. Either around, the roof is now structurally twice as many trusses as it used to. But it was not a interesting thing. We'd already put the 4 foot trusses on centre up, so we basically had to have 2 foot, had to build a little jig and bolt the jig to the side of the boom lift and lift them up individually. So I had to take all my bracing down and then basically lift 14 new trusses up. Oh well, hey ho. Anyway, it's ready for its tin now. I'm just basically finishing off the strapping that I had to remove to get the trusses in, which has been a big delay. It's delayed me another month, but at the end of the day, you has to be inspected and passed. So such is life. I'm hopefully going to get a break. Probably need at least 4 or 5 days of weather that's in the low teens that I can get the tin on. Unlikely I'm going to get the concrete in this year, though, which is really quite depressing. No concrete, no heated floor, no heat, no concrete, and I can't actually get rid of all this crap that I can't stand being on my drive anymore. I'm just fed up with the mess, to be totally honest. I've got a beautiful view out of this land, and unfortunately I can't get to it at the moment. So yes, anyway, so the Porsche is tucked away in the can. It's actually an aluminum tub, pretty much a dead copy for an original Porsche tub. The fuel cell will actually buy an original 960, or buy a brand new from FuelSafe fuel cell that'll fit into the exact same place. So the tub is pretty much identical dimensionally, and every single panel. I have a CAD drawing for every single panel. I must admit, Mark has been very, very good in documenting everything. We have actually original castings for the front, bearings, hubs, everything. So if we could actually bolt on an original set of 962 wheels if we wanted to. Whether I go that way or not, I don't know yet. I haven't made my mind up. I might design another upright for it, make it so it's a generic for front or rear. There's a few decisions to make, but also good news, we have another gentleman who's very interested in building his own car, so that's the reason why we want to take the tooling as fast as we can. I doubt it'll be next year, but it'll definitely be, hopefully, the year after that. We should have the molds pulled and basically hopefully another rolling chassis done. The new car, the latest version, does look very much like the next guy wants a 996 turbo motor, which is probably the best choice in a lot of respects. Rebuild it so it's 650 horsepower, similar to the original, but we're going to run another racing box. My ideas were actually to basically do a kind of cheaper version, so I could sell parts onto other people, and try and run a generic road gearbox, obviously, because the gearbox is one of the most expensive parts. And if I build another one for myself after that, which is highly likely, I think the idea will be run some form of a 6-cylinder turbocharged engine, but run with a Porsche, a lower spec Porsche gearbox, something not quite so much horsepower, and then run something to the effect of a C2 gearbox, the Getrag versions, because they're a little cheaper, or maybe even an Audi UN1 or something to that respect, and then build a back end and design a back end that I can make go round an ordinary gearbox. So basically trying to remove some of the structure from the gearbox and build a frame to go around it, but at least then make it so that I can sell a body chassis kit that you can actually fit something without costing you $40,000 to $50,000 for an engine transmission. You can pick up a transmission for like under $5,000 and do an engine, even a used, like maybe you're a Honda NSX V6, like the Acura 3.2. Throw a couple of turbochargers on that, you can probably build that for less than $7,000 or $8,000. So you can get an engine combination under $15,000 with a clutch and flywheel. Throw that in, have 500 horsepower, and still have a lot of fun. So that's the plan. Plans change, but we do have, say, a lot of information now. I have all the CAD plans for an original aluminum tub. So the idea will be to basically go that route. But anyway, much of my wanderings. Time to go in because it's bloody freezing out here. But things are afoot. I had to open up the sea can and show you the Porsche tub, but there's a few pictures already there, and it's not much different to the ones I've already posted. But it is already generated. It seems to be one more customer. He's going to confirm hopefully in the next couple of months, and just in case we get somebody else to come along, and then we'll go from there. But we already, as such, I'm already looking for a Hewland NLT or something of that, maybe an old racing extract box from something. So anybody here's the gearbox, preferably 6-speed sequential. That's we can build our suspension around. Give us a shout, and I shall speak to you all probably over Christmas sometime, hopefully with an update with more tin. But at this point, it's too damn cold to get my hands out, and I can't lift a screw out of the damn box because my fingers are killing me. Okay, speak to you all soon. Bye.